In the stark, dark park of his mind, Beethoven wrote the Ninth. That's where he'd find the notes he wrote. They spoke to him in hymns and flurries. He'd write unworried as the music late at night scurried across his head as he lay in bed, the opposite of dead, playing unstained, painless, frameless melodies. On their knees, the muses froze in rhythmic lapses, mythic synapses formed. Music unconformed, they'd wheeze and freeze in his cerebellum. They would tell him of a beauty there. It was his duty there to transcribe the tide, to lift the gift. He'd get a woody there, wondering would he write the thing that singing came to him, gave to him singing, winging its way toward his soul, clinging to the old man, stinging his heart with joy. He became a boy with melody's toys, springing, swinging, swaying, unabated, taking sound from the air. He didn't care that he couldn't hear. He heard it well enough to stuff it down the throat of history, coming from a mote of mystery. Could you paint the Mona Lisa if you couldn't see? Could you drink a beer if you couldn't pee? Could you run a mile if you couldn't stand? Could you play the violin without a hand? Along the strange range of man's achievements, I find the Ninth just past believement. It's strange how he'd arranged the notes upon a page, pounding loud upon his piano, gathering the manna inside him somewhere, not caring that he couldn't hear it. He didn't fear it. He made it. He obeyed it. Rated the muse made, never let the music fade, prayed in his own way each day as the notes strayed and swayed and waded into a pool of a page. He was a tool for the stage of the muse, the fuse electric. He was elected to give voice to man's noise with his hands, and he still understands. I hear the Ninth and I renew it, and I still wonder how'd he do it. He threw it toward the sky, knowing the song would never die, releasing pieces of mirth, birth through the ear's womb, the tear's tomb. Boom, boom goes the hairy groom, married to the scary tune that carries him far from his room toward a star whose sweet perfume draws him westerly, toward his destiny, to the sunset sweat that is his debt and fate. But death can wait for Ludwig van, 'cause he's the man whose hand closed time's portal with his music immortal. He stands as a span between a caveman and Cézanne, between a trash can and Chopin, unplanned, showing the glowing, growing potential of us all. Standing tall like Adam before the fall, he calls us all to the same room to hear the tunes within us. He'd spin us now, smile and glisten, and say, cover your ears and listen.